It's running. Getting ready right now. Getting some shots in. I wasn't prepared though. I ain't have my
I know that.
Like, I ain't tripping though. Nephew called. I said, oh yeah, it's a go. I made this some work. I had to get the mission from work. It would have been went in. You know what I'm saying? But one thing I do love and respect about you, bro. You got this maturity about you, and you know you got your movement, and it's moving for you, and it's working. And that was the most important thing that I wanted out of you in 2 times. You know what I'm saying? For y'all to grab this shit, grab this thing, and make it what you was gonna make it.
Part of that come from being around him, bro. Being around, like, us conversating so much, like we grow together.
Yeah. But see, you about to let me in a lot on that because, you know, me and Pine have a close relationship, but he also, you know, a real independent type of little individual, you know what I'm saying? So he always did, you know, move on his own accord, so to speak. I just guided him, dog. And he came home one day, he was like, that. Remember my partner Bernard I was telling you about? Because the first thing he told me about y'all was hooping together. Mm-hmm. Y'all was young, a lot younger at that time.
Like
y'all still young men now, but, you know. But when that came about, the mic will pick you up pretty good. You got this funny to you know, he was like, Pops, my partner be all telling you about? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, man, listen to this. I said, man, get out of here, man. I said, he made that. He like, yeah. I said, man, get out of here.
Man, I was so young, I was like, what? Me and Pike, around 14.
I had to be younger than that. I remember
13, probably.
Yeah, I took him to the studio for his 14th birthday. Mm-hmm.
So
and he had some
13.
tracks already.
So probably like 13. I just wanted to, like, I started around like 13, 14. So I just was looking for somebody to come up with. And he started rapping, so it was like,
slow down. Let me start this thing all right, man. MillionViewzPodcast, man. It's your host, Wilson Millz, man. I'm in the building tonight. We gonna call this an impromptu, you know what I'm saying? Nephew called me the other day, and you know what I'm saying, we got straight to it, man. No other, you know what I'm saying? The superstar himself, Mr. B. Lowe.
Appreciate that.
Man, finally, bro, like you said when we met up downstairs, bro, long overdue, bro. Welcome to MillionViewzPodcast, though. Like I was telling you on the way up the steps, like, man, you're such a big part of what we doing here.
I appreciate it.
I want to thank you. You know what I'm saying, in front of everybody, bro. I really want to thank you, bro, for being y'all so mature at y'all age, though. And that's been, I'm sure that's been a blessing to your parents. You know what I'm saying? Just like it's been a blessing to me and 2-time parents, you know. And like, man, I'm just excited for what y'all have, what y'all future holds for y'all, bro. I'm really excited, though. And like, let's get to it, bro. This the way we start off with MillionViewzPodcast, though. We want to start at the beginning, man. Who is B. Loaded? You feel what I'm saying? Where B. Loaded come from, man?
B. Loaded is a producer from New Orleans, up and coming. Produced hit record Vulture Island.
Shout out.
Produced Pints and Grams for Lil Darius. Produced Olaf for YD Da Illest. Just up and coming in the city. Bound to blow soon, though. For sure.
Bound to blow very soon, for sure.
Signed to Warner Chapel Music. That's pretty much it for right now. I got some early stuff with some big artists coming, like, pretty soon.
For sure.
Yeah.
So being an artist being a producer, from New Orleans, dog, and it be easy. I be like stumbling over that a lot of times. A lot of people about you, I always use the word artist because you have that star quality about you.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? You have that thing about you that draws people to you. You know what I'm saying? You know how to have people. Yeah. The ear you have for music is out of this world. We're gonna get to that in a second. At the beginning, man, where did music begin for you?
Really since a young age, I really like music. I always used to listen to music. My biological dad was a rapper. His name was Big Relly back in the day.
Big Relly? That's your biological papa?
Yeah. His name was Big Relly. So I guess music just always been in my blood. And I really just like music from a young age.
You really don't. It was so young, so early. You don't even remember the time that it started. You just
I just remember I love music. Like.
Okay, so around what age did you know? Okay, this is something that I'm gonna do seriously. We'll get off into the sports and academics and all that in a second.
Yeah.
We're gonna just stick with music for the opener. You know what I'm saying? So the people will get a feel of, you know, what is. I call it genius, bro. Cause like I didn't even believe that you was doing this stuff. when Pint first brought it to me, you know what I'm saying? When did you know, like, man, not only do I like music, I'm special with this, like.
I really knew when I started working with Pint because he told me I had something, even though I was just starting off. So I knew, like, potentially I could do something with music.
Shout out to Pint 2 times.
Yeah, shout out to Pint 2 times.
Speaking of Pint, you said, like, you know, like we were saying right before we started, that relationship, you know, the both of y'all, it seemed like from talking to him in his interview, it seemed like y'all kind of, you know, y'all both got that spot pretty much around the same time.
That's like my real brother.
And it all came together at once, so to speak, like one hand washing the other. So, what did that feel like, dog, to know that not only greatness is in your future, but you really started this with some organic people that's really, you know what I'm saying, important to you in life, and you get to take this with you from this point being so young.
I mean, it felt good because just to know I got someone genuine in my corner, like I could call him Pint any time of the day, he would pick up. I could call him any time of the night, he'll pick up. Like, I even tell Pint, like, sometimes I get discouraged with music, he tell me keep going, like, I made it too far already. Even I do the same thing with him, so it's just a genuine relationship. And that's something I'm proud to have with him.
That's what's up, dog. And like I said, a lot of this you let me in on because you know better than me. He don't talk a whole lot. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. And respectfully so, like the relationship that you cultivate with your brothers, your closest friends, you know what I'm saying? Like it don't go deeper than a relationship with a parent, but that's a different type of bond.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? It's a different type of relationship. Y'all get to talk to each other even about the parents, you know what I'm saying? When that thing not really, you know, I've been a young man, so I know how it go, and I'm glad that he have friends like yourself, you know what I'm saying, that's not only grounded and on the right level, but that he can actually relate to. Right. You feel what I'm saying? Because that's the most important thing. Now moving a little further, man, like I mentioned the academics and stuff like that, you want to speak about where you're going to school and things like that?
In the fall, I'm going to ULL, so I'm going to study mass communications up there.
Mass communication?
Yeah.
Okay. That works right there. So you're producing, you're majoring in mass communications, you know what I'm saying? You stand out academically, definitely stand out on the b-ball court, man.
Yeah.
Where did you get them skills from on the ball court, man? Where that come from?
When I first started working out, I started working out with my uncle, so he really breeded me to be a dog for real on the court. And then being with Coach Micah, Coach Jay.
Shout out to them guys.
They sharpened my skills and made me what I was.
Yeah, bro. I didn't go to school with them, but I was, you know, I'm a little older than Jake, but me and Micah might be around the same age. You know, all of us was ballers coming up, right? But to see them dudes doing what they doing, especially after their basketball career, you know, but on a coaching level, and you know, they had nothing but great things to say about you. And every once in a while, dog, I'll shoot Jay a DM or something like that, just encouraging them, dog, letting them know that I love what they doing over there, bro. And I see the kids, I see the kids responding to them. Playing sports coming up, I can just look at something from a highlight standpoint, and I can tell you pretty much what's going on with that organization.
I love that program.
Yeah, I love what them fellas doing over there, bro. Big salute to Jeremy Johnson and Coach Michael over there at Bonneville, man.
Bonneville is really bigger than basketball. That's what a lot of people don't know. A lot of people think it's just, you go to Bonneville for basketball, but no, you go to Bonneville to become a better young man.
Speak on that.
It's just really simple. Like, you go there, they go teach you right from wrong. They go hold you accountable for everything. You go grow up in Bonneville. You go mature into a better person.
So it's really
that's our family.
A step up in the faculty or the administration and the coaching staff. You said, they done took it to another level, and that's what's up, especially in public schools and stuff like that, especially in our area in Jefferson Parish, where we need that big time level. So how does B loading run into the Vulture Island Route 49 situation? How did that work? How did that happen?
I remember.
Homie.
I was it was wrong. Early 2021, I tore my ACL playing AAU.
Okay.
So I'm like, I gotta shit in the house. You know, I gotta recover, strengthen my legs back up. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna just go crazy and make beats. I'm gonna just work.
Stay motivated.
Right. Just keep myself going. So I'm making these beats, right? A close friend of mine, his name T-Man, he's one of Rob's friends too.
Okay.
So I DM T-Man, I'm like, I got some beats for Rob. I got some beats for all y'all if y'all want to rap. You know what I'm saying? Just sending them through. And I wound up making that one and sending it to him in the pack. I really didn't like it at first, so I was just like, I didn't think that would be the one he would pick.
I hear producers say that a lot.
I didn't think it would be the one, so I threw that one in the pack, just throwing it in.
Okay.
He so like a month later, it's like December. He FaceTimed me. I'm at practice. I'm at basketball practice. Just about to leave. He FaceTimed me. He's like, "Loading, I want to put the song out. We got a video and all. Da da da." I'm like, "All right, I'm with it." So he put the video out. Probably a month. It's big everywhere. Like
Thanks.
now it's global. Like,
Man, see.
It was so just from networking and using the internet to my advantage, I got a big song.
That's what's up, though. Like the thing that really caught me the most about you, dog, is that I hit be loading up. I could be texting him at a random time, even God knows what time it is. You know what I'm saying? And he always like, I got you on.
Yeah.
Don't trip. It'll be there. You know what I'm saying? Like, check your email or whatever the case may. It's never been no. Now a few times it's been, I can't. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I gotta catch it, blah 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 blah. But it ain't never been no, dog. So like, what's been a time that you ran into a no, and you had to like damn, like that one kind of hit me in my chest a little bit.
It'll be some times where I know I have songs recorded with a certain artist, and I'll play beats for somebody, and they be like, I need that. Like I accidentally play it, and they be like, Can I get that? Right. And I'm like, I can't give it to you because I got somebody on it. I'm holding it for them because I know it's gonna come out. Yeah, I can't do nothing about it. Yeah. And even sometimes like
that'll be the hardest part of your job, huh?
Probably. Even with like working with other producers, like I don't really tell them no. I kind of like ignore them if they not like all the way there yet. But I can see the potential, but like it's not ready.
Yeah, let's talk about that a little bit, because like me being new to what I'm doing, I prepared myself before coming into this.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta be prepared for some no's. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But like you said, in every situation, it's not necessarily no, I don't want to work with you. Sometimes we just gotta.
It ain't the right time.
Yeah, it gotta measure up. It got to add up.
Right.
But that being like in business relationships, you gotta be able to separate. You know what I'm saying? The two. Like the best balance I done seen in a long time, bro, especially out of some young cats, is you and two time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? How do I guess just the relationship had to be there first, or does the music actually help it make it work?
It's always the relationship first, because before anything, that's my brother, right? So if we not seeing eye to eye, the music won't work, right? We can't create genuine music like that. So every time it gotta be like, we gotta be focused, we gotta be locked in, we gotta see eye to eye, like yeah.
What's your process of making music? I walked in here one day and you and Pint had a FaceTime set up, and before I left, the next 20 minutes, Pint had made a beat. Mm-hmm. You remember that day?
Yeah.
Man, what's your process with putting tracks together?
I really just go off how I feel, honestly. Like really how I feel inside. If I'm down and low, I might make like some sad, some If I'm just chilling, I might make R&B. But if I'm like in a mood to listen to some rap music, I might make some hype. But I really don't know how it works for real. I just make what I make. And then like with Vulture Island, I made that. I was so tired. It was like 3 a.m.
Yeah, and you say you ain't even like that one.
I didn't put no effort into it. The beat got probably 8 songs. Yeah. Like it really ain't too much.
Say, all right. I forgot about that. Okay, check this out. Say for instance, you get approached with a project opportunity, right?
Of course.
How you decipher which project is a B loading project? You know what I'm saying? And how do you politely pass it to one of your associates or whatever, or pass on the project altogether?
You saying project as an album?
Like, I mean either. You know what I'm saying?
It depends on if I can see the vision or not. Like if it's I don't want to say if it's like too complex, but because the best music is simple. So if I can see the vision and I can get it for y'all, I'll do it.
You say the best music is simple?
The best music is simple music, like catchy, the same lyrics, the beat simple, not going too crazy.
Basically, you're supposed to feel it.
Feel it, right. Enough for you. I feel like when I make a beat, if I'm bobbing my head, it's either finished or it's almost finished. Like you don't have to do too much. Like doing too much, you wouldn't get no beats placed like that. Like you ain't gonna get nowhere like that.
Okay.
Simplicity is always the key.
Always the key. I was gonna say that. I know where it come from with 2 Times, but I also noticed this about you. Where does your taste in more classic music come from? Like where does those samples and stuff like that you choose? Where did that come from?
I really, by myself, I discovered Dipset, so I really like the beats that Dipset was rapping on. My parents, my uncle, they listen to like old stuff like Lil Wayne, like 2000, Carter 2, Carter 3.
You say old stuff.
Like the oldest, like early 2000s, late 90s. Like I could listen to some of that, but I like the early Kanye stuff.
Kanye changed, and I ain't gonna lie, and I, to throw that out there, that's a big one. But like, you could ask Prank this. When I heard what you was doing, and then I actually got a chance to see you do it, that's who I was like, the last time I seen somebody like that.
Kanye?
It was Kanye.
That's crazy.
Real talk. I'm just telling you, you can ask 2 Times to stamp that, dog. But like, that was the first one that came to my mind because I seen, like I said, the artistry in what you do.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we don't see something in ourselves that people from the outside looking in can see. Like what you told me one day on the phone. Like I ain't gonna say it, but like I was like, damn, I ain't never know that you felt like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't know that the situation was that deep.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Like I said, that was just from the heart. I seen a young cat who really on the right path and he's super talented. You know what I'm saying? What was negative to say?
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? And getting to know you more and more, like I say, on a personal level, that just make me be behind you even more so because, like, you what it is. Like when you want to do business with especially a young man, dog, and you want to support something or you want to endorse something, you want them to be together, respectful. You know what I'm saying? Business. You know what I'm saying? Like your situation more professional than ours. Like you, like I said, you've been putting a big spark into what it is we doing, and been putting me on my P's and Q's more so because, like I said, just leading by example, just being yourself, being organic with it. You feel what I'm saying? So all right, moving on.
That go a long way too. Just me being myself. Like I don't never gotta fit in. I don't never gotta do this. Like I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't do nothing. I don't gotta do nothing to fit in. I just be myself.
You gotta reach too far.
And I got this far about being myself. I probably could go further. I ain't gotta do nothing.
Don't smoke, don't drink. What does B-Loading do for fun?
B-Loading make beats for fun.
Thanks.
I like the hoop.
We all know you like the hoop. You
I
feel
like
what
the
I'm
hoop.
saying?
I make beats. I really tell my family. I love my family. That's really it. I don't really do too much. I don't go out like that.
You mentioned your family. What's your original roots? Like what's your original
like where
background? You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
My people from the Ninth Ward, Lower Ninth Ward.
Okay.
So that's why we.
So you're New Orleans native.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I thought you had moved here like from out of state or something. You different, bro. Like for real.
I appreciate that.
Your temperament, how you moved, you know what I'm saying? Like all that's different. I tell Prank, like embrace the difference in you.
Right.
Instead of trying to fit in. You
stand out.
Especially when you special. You see what I'm saying? Because you're really doing a disservice to yourself and the people that you trying to fit in with. You feel what I'm saying? You're really supposed to be motivating them. You know what I'm saying? You go down to their level with them, then you really throw the balance of things off, dog. And I hate to use the term down, like, just to their level. You feel what I'm saying? How do you keep yourself grounded? Like, how do you keep this focus about yourself, dog? With so much going on? Because
I feel like I haven't did anything yet. I feel like if I ain't got a number one billboard, I ain't do nothing yet. If I don't got a platinum plaque, I ain't do nothing yet. Like,
you ain't got the platinum plaque yet?
Nope. It's on the way to gold.
I was about to say,
so gold
soon. Be on his way.
Gold soon is gonna be in my dorm. But
you gonna have a gold plaque in dorm?
You know it. But
that's pressure on a young man right there, though.
But I feel like I didn't do nothing yet, so I still got I'm real humble about myself. So.
All right, let me get to my generic podcaster questions, Jeremy. You backstage, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. They got a veteran like Kanye or Timberland or Pharrell or somebody like that. And they got some young up and coming producers like yourself in the green room too. What you saying to either?
First, I would go to the OG first, try to network, see what I could do, try to get their number, email, anything I could do. That way I could get in contact and work. With the younger producer, I'll do the same thing too. But if they know like who I am and like what I'm doing, I'll give them some advice too. Like I've been in music for about 2.5 years. I just tell them everything that I learned so far, even though I'm still fresh in. I just get them all the game that I have so far.
Wait, so okay, back up. You say 2.5 years. So Vulture Island, that was your first placement?
No, that wasn't my. No, that wasn't my first placement.
What was your first placement?
My first placement is The Drop by Benji Pedro. There's a dude from I think North Carolina, South Carolina.
Benji Pedro.
He's still up and coming. Yeah, he's straight. He got a different sound, like it's a different sound. A lot of people.
And you say he's from North Carolina?
Mm-hmm.
They music picking up out there though, and they do have a different type of little, like they got a totally different
even the production, like they beat sound totally different than everybody else.
I mean, I think everybody should have their own signature sound. You feel what I'm saying? Because like
I feel like
they keep it fun.
I feel like a lot of people copy us though.
I mean, that's the thing about being a staple in anything.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, how could they not? You know, like think about how rich we are with music.
Mm-hmm.
Just
even culture too.
Yeah, just take rap out of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just talking about, you know, just
everything.
Yeah, just New Orleans and the relationship with music in general. You know what I'm saying? How does that feel, bro? To be able to you know, move around amongst people that, you know, like you said, 2.5 years ago, they was just they were stars to you, you know, rappers or entertainers or whatever. But now you in rooms with them, you rubbing shoulders with them, you working with them. You know what I'm saying? How did that feel, bro?
I'm proud of myself.
Yeah.
I feel it feel good to work with them, like, but they still normal people at the end of the day. Like,
right.
Like people ask me about Rob all the time. Rob a good dude. He genuine. He'll support you. Like, he a good person. Like,
right. That's the most important part about it right there,
mm-hmm.
is that you're a genuine, organic person, and you're not letting this like go to your head, because like people will let it go to their head right before they really make it,
right,
and blow it. You know what I'm saying? So like keep that. And I don't want to keep using the word humble all the time, but you're supposed to be humble only in the sight of God.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So like people got to keep that in mind. People stressing the fact that, no, man, don't humble yourself for nobody and stuff like that, which is correct. But we're not talking, when we're looking at the grand scheme of things, though, you gotta be looking at the Most High as well. Yeah. I remember the first time I spoke on the phone with your mother. You know what I'm saying? And you know, she was letting me know the importance of God in your life, and the importance of, you know what I'm saying, staying, you know, clear of the wrong type of things, the wrong energy, wrong environment and stuff like that, bro. And that just not only woke me up a little bit more as a parent, because like Pine grew up different than a lot of little kids, you know what I'm saying? Like they'll be listening to his raps and you know, see how well he do in school or how he may carry himself, and think that he just rapping this not his real life, how he really came up. Yeah. And like I'm almost ashamed to say at this point, you know, with the understanding that I have now, that I brought him up like that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But I had to be genuine with him. So at this point in life, we still would be able to talk to each other, and he know that what I'm telling him is the real. Right. Now, just like any other, you know, father and son, especially at this age, we have our, you know, back and forth, our disagreements.
Yep.
But at the same time, like I say, that relationship been established over time periods that he know that is really real, bro. So like I say, circling back to that conversation I had with your mom, though, like that woke me up. You know what I'm saying? And I made it a point, you know, to make sure that I always keep the Most High first in what it is that we got going on. Yep. Because it was definitely the Most High that stamped this situation. He put us all together. Mm-hmm. Like, people don't know, this what, my second time even meeting you in person. Yep.
We talk all the time.
You feel what I'm saying? And we talk all the time, like we talk, almost like we live together or something like that. But I really do, though. I just want to see y'all continue to prosper, though, at what it is y'all love to do. Because doing what you love, that'll carry you, dog. Like that'll take you so much further than just doing something.
That's why I feel like that's why I got to where I'm at right now. Like I just love music. Like the money and stuff, that stuff will come. Like even though, you know, you're supposed to get paid for everything you do, right?
Right.
Don't get that part wrong. But at the same time, if you love the music, you're doing it for the music to create good music. So that itself just will get you a long way.
And remember, like, money not always the only currency.
Yep.
Build relationships, dog. Lasting relationships. Like he said, don't get played. Don't
get cheated, bro.
Yeah, don't get cheated. Don't overextend yourself, you know what I'm saying, in business type situations. But build those relationships, man. Don't be afraid to be a helping hand, because you're gonna need that on the comeback. You feel what I'm saying? What was a situation where you know, outside of M1E, of course, that you compromised on the strength of the relationship?
With Vulture Island, just me knowing T-Man and well, they call his rap name Black Migo. Some people might know him as Black Migo.
Okay, salute Black Migo.
But me just knowing him and him being genuine, I sent him the beats, he sent him the Rob. Like
he had the alley-oop.
So just that.
It all worked out on the strength of a relationship.
Well,
what's one thing you would want people to know about Beloading that, you know, you just wouldn't get from following you on music?
I'm pescatarian. I don't eat meat. I don't eat chicken. I don't eat steak. I don't eat.
You eat no kind of meat?
No, I'm pescatarian.
That's tough. How you deal with that?
I've been doing it for so long. It's normal now.
Like, you been like that since a kid?
Like, nah, since like 7th grade. So probably, 5 years?
Who brought that change? You brought that change about yourself, or that was just something in the household?
My uncle did. My uncle, like, he started, and he started doing it. I'm like, maybe, you know what? I should try it. So I just tried it. And I just been like that for
What's been the benefits?
You feel like your body feels so much better. Like, I feel lighter. It made me faster on the court. I feel like my mind be more clear. It's easier for me to, like, my thinking flow is just easier. Like, it just go.
It's been like that for me since I stopped eating pork. That's why I asked
pork
you. Like,
too, yeah.
That's why I asked you that. I stopped eating pork in November 2021, and like, I still eat heavy in other ways, but just removing pork, I swear, like just removing that, my blood pressure and stuff been copacetic for the most part, and like, you know, like my temperament better.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Body feel way better.
Think clearer, you know.
Yep.
I had actually started being able to hoop a little bit again. The whole nine, though, and like I didn't really know what it was until I had that high blood pressure scare in 2021, and that changed everything. Just removing that. Now, I'm working on the meat part, but like, man,
I know it's hard for somebody,
Lifestyle
for
change
some
is
people,
tough.
because you know some people they eat chicken, they eat steak every day, so I know it could be tough on them. But if you discipline yourself, you could do it.
What's the next moves in music for Beloading?
Beloading is working with Anti-Diminish, Polo G, Anti-Diminish, Polo G, Ralph 49 still, Black Migo, Rada and Prada, Pint 2 Times, Salada, Young and Nace, it's a lot of Nino Calvin, YD Da Illest. There's a lot of artists I'm working with right now, so just be on the lookout.
You staying busy, huh?
Yeah, always.
How do you rate? You know, I hate to do this, but I got to do this. How do you rate 2 Times? You know what I'm saying? Amongst the, you know, the other part of talent.
Pint is a great lyricist. He's one of the best lyricists I ever heard. Like, no BS. Like, he's one of the best lyricists I ever heard. Like, I'll FaceTime him and he'll just rap to me, and like it really be hard. Like, you know how some rappers they'll just say anything, say this, say that, but he actually could rap. Like, he could rap, and then he make it sound good when he on a beat too. So
right.
He really talented. Like, I can't wait for him to blow up and for the world to see.
I can't wait either, bro. And it's been crazy watching this because, like I said, I'm his daddy. So like I gotta do the parenting part and all that stuff too. And then he'll be like, check this out, and then like it's like all that go away. You feel what I'm saying? I'm just looking at my little man like, damn, like, you know. And then like I said, he came home that day like, Dad, listen to this. And I heard them tracks. I apologize, Neff, but I did not believe that you was even capable of doing that at the age I was at. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, some of those samples and stuff, that was the type of stuff me and my partners,
right.
You know what I'm saying, come up on. I know I got you by at least 20 years. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you dealing with all these things, and then you just a regular, you know what I'm saying, student
like
athlete, you know what I'm saying,
else,
just
right.
living life, you know, just got a few platinum plaques on the way at the moment, you know what I'm saying, nothing major going on. Like, I know I asked you this already, but like, when do you see any type of pivoting or any type of changes as far as what Beloading got going on with this music thing? You see this going all the way through?
Yeah, I do. I think I'm the hardest producer out of New Orleans. That's what I think. Like right now,
I second that.
Right now, I feel like I'm the hardest. Like
I ain't just saying that because you here. I tell that to everybody already. I've been screaming that for the last 3 years.
Like no knocking on anybody else because I like a lot of the.
No, they got some fire coming out of the city.
Like,
I'm not saying that
like
that
a lot
at
of
all.
producers like Rob 2B, Cam Beamer,
Cam nice.
Audio Hitters, OG Audio
Hitters. I've been hearing a lot of. Shout out to King Mike. King Mike put me on Audio Hitters.
Audio Hitters.
They fire.
Cash Bangs. Like they got a lot of producers.
What's the last one you just said?
Cash Bang.
Mm-hmm. Where he from?
He from New Orleans.
He from the city?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But they got a lot of producers coming up. Like no disrespect to them, but I feel like I'm the hardest. And I feel like it's gonna show. I feel like
it's showing already.
Yeah.
I got some heat that they ain't heard yet. That's crazy, bro. Shout out to Official. Official was like, you know, if he got enough time, man, let him hear, you know, something. Cause we got tracks that we've done that's unreleased, you know, produced by Beloading, of course. Mm-hmm. And like a lot of that stuff, man, I be feeling almost as if, like, hold on, man, slow down. We gotta cook this a little bit more. You feel what I'm saying? We gotta do it a little bit more justice. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, that's that push that you giving by leading, you know, from the front like that, dog. And like that makes the whole. I've seen Pint, bro, like really go up notches from one studio session to the next one. And every time
the
engineer loads something, I hear that tag, Beloading, load. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it never sounds the same. It never gets, you know, you never get tired of hearing it, dog. Like, it's almost as if, you know, God put that together. You feel what I'm saying? The way y'all work together, dog, without actually even being in the same room is crazy. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So you got that type of chemistry with any other artists?
It's almost, I feel like it's kind of similar.
Let me rephrase that question. I'm sorry, because that's unfair, really. Which part, like, you like working in the studio with the artist, or it really don't matter?
It really don't matter to me. Like, I enjoy just sending beats, and then I just be surprised when the paperwork come in. But I like that. But at the same time, though, I like being in the studio with the artist too, because sometimes they get stuck too, like how producers get beat blocked, writers get writers blocked. Like they get stuck too, and then that way we could help them while we work through that together. Mm-hmm.
What you want to leave the people with?
Just really chase your dreams. I know that's cliche, but chase your dreams. Really just follow your heart. Do whatever you feel is for you.
You do anything in music other than producing?
Nope.
You don't have no plans on like signing your own artist later on?
I want to start a producer label eventually.
So you just want to sign producers?
Mm-hmm. I want to
Makes sense.
I'll get if I get big enough to the point where to like a Southside or ATL Jacob, I'll make a label and sign producers.
For the team together.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense though. You gotta go where your genius at.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't overwork yourself.
Yeah.
But like I told you, man, just whenever anything it is I could do, Nep, just reach out, let me know.
You know it.
It's been like it's been a big pleasure, bro. Just being able to be attached to, you know what I'm saying, like some youngsters it ain't bad when y'all call.
Right.
It ain't bad when we texting each other. I ain't never had to check you before.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? That make the relationship smoother, and that make the relationship last longer, bro. Right. When you ain't got to be feeling a type of way because every time you come up, man, they always preaching to me, man, this and that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But some of these youngsters don't understand. Like, bro, I've been there, so like, you know, I see you. I see whatever it is you got going on with you.
For sure.
And I'd be fake to not say nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But when I get a chance to talk to you, man, it's always on a positive level, bro. It's always on the up and up. like I said, you be a hard man to catch up with. You know what I'm saying? But we do thank you, bro, for taking some time to come through, bro. Shout out to the cameraman. What's the cameraman?
Tyron, my dude, Tyron. The hardest cameraman in the city.
Shout out to the cameraman, man.
The hardest
this
in the
man
city,
lethal
bro.
with that thing, bro.
Man, y'all get with him. At Tyron.
This man swapping lenses and stuff up. Like, man, come on, man.
Telling y'all, bro.
I love the energy these young cats come with, though, bro. Like, this really, like, I found my calling doing this right here. And it's because of y'all, bro. Yep. And I really do thank y'all.
I appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying? B Loading, the best producer in the city. And I'm going to go out there and say one of the best up-and-coming producers in the country, dog, in the world. So y'all just be ready for him, though. He ain't running out of ammo in no time soon. You look forward to much more from B Loading and Million One Entertainment, dog, and pretty much everybody in the world gonna be in touch with this man sooner or later, dog. Soon. MillionViewzPodcast. I'm your host, Wilson Millz. You can catch me at Wilson Millz, at Million1ENT.
At B.Loading on everything.
At B.Loading on everything, man. Don't sleep on this young man, bro. We out.